What's up, guys? Welcome back. Glad you're here. On today's episode, we got a very good episode planned for you. That's right. We're going to be looking at an amazing deck of cards that is limited edition, gold, and marked. That's right. Which deck is it? We're going to be looking at the Kings in Legacy deck. That's right, by Murphy's Magic, Destino, and Julio Montoro. So, buckle in your seatbelts, because we're going there. Let's go! The Kings of Legacy Gold Edition deck by Julio Montoro and Destino is a limited edition deck. Many years ago, it was said that when kings died, they didn't abandon their villages, their walls, or their empires. There was something left in them that continued to fight for their people. In this way, their people could continue living in harmony, peace, and equality. The front of the tuck box is going to be all white, kind of matte looking. It's going to feature a lot of gold embossing there along the front with a lot of line and scripty work. It's going to say King and Legacy there in the middle in a nice kind of gold script. It's going to have a double border wrapping all the way around the entire front of the box, and it's going to say Julio Montoro at the bottom. The left side is going to say Luxury Playing Cards with another border there doubled around the side of that. The right side is going to say Gold Edition with that same double border along that. The bottom of the tuck is going to say Presented by Julio Montoro and Designed by Destino, made in the USA. The back design of the tuck is going to be pretty much the back design of the deck itself, which we'll get to momentarily. You're going to feature there, looks like to be some kind of like family crests and things there in the center. A lot of kind of script and line work there also along that. It's going to also have a lot of really cool intricate details along the top side. And this is also 100% marked reader back design. The top of the tuck box is going to feature two gold swords kind of going into one another. It's going to say Kings in Legacy there in the middle. Along the tuck is going to be a very nice white bright tuck seal. It's going to be almost crest style with a pyramid there in the center. It's going to say Kings in Legacy in that and all black. It's going to say Julio Montoro above, and below, really little, is going to say Designed by Destino. Along the inner flap of the tuck, it's going to be in gold. It's going to say Certum est quia impossible. This is Latin for this is certain because it is impossible. This came from the Christian philosopher Tertullian. There on the inner part of the tuck on the left and right flaps are going to be a gold sword on each. Alright, so like I said earlier, the back design is the same as the back of the tuck, featuring a lot of nice kind of crest style line and script work there in all metallic gold. It's going to also have a two-way back design, which is fully marked. Like I said, this is a reader back design, so it kind of spells out the card and suit. And it's going to have a medium poker border. Alright, so this deck does come printed by the United States Playing Card Company on their crushed premium B stock. That's right, it does have an air cushion emboss as well as a traditional cut. And this deck is great for everything from gameplay, magic, and cardistry. Alright, so with this deck, you're going to receive some extra cards. The first two are going to be your duplicate and original Jokers. That's right, it's going to say Joker in each of the opposite corners, and in gold metallic ink once again, you're going to have what looks to be a king's arms putting down a sword. The next two cards you're going to receive, one there on the left is going to feature some quotes and things in English, and on the opposite side is going to have them in a different language. The other card you're going to receive there is going to be an ad card, kind of a special thanks, talking about Destino as well as Julio and a couple others. The opposite side, which I cannot show you, is going to give you a detailed list of markings for this deck on how to read the reader back style marks. The pips and indices in this deck are 100% custom, as you can see here. The quartz in this deck are also 100% custom, as you can see here. Destino added a lot of really intricate details in the centers of each of the quartz, in the bodies and everywhere else. He made these so nice to look at, seeing as that he kept the kind of same style, needless to say, of the quartz while putting his own twist on them as well. So, as far as the aces are concerned, none are really more prominent than the other until we really get to the ace of spades, which we'll see in a second. Destino decided to really go for the gold here. As you can see, he added so many different and just beautiful details in each one of these enlarged pips there in the center. Now, once we get over to the beautiful ace of spades, that's when a lot of it also changes to be, well, more beautiful than it was before, which I really didn't think was possible. As you can see here, he has this very enlarged spade pip there with that same gold metallic ink that's followed through and through of this entirety of this project. It's going to have a banner there above the top portion, and it's going to say Kings and Legacy in white with the black background. Underneath is going to say Julio Montoro. Alright, so what do I give this deck of cards? I give it a 5 out of 5. I give it a 5 out of 5, hands down. There is no, I would give it more if I could. I mean, honestly, it's that good. This is one of those decks you want to keep on you at all times. I will say that before this, I had mainly two marked decks that I always kind of went in between. One being my all-time favorite, which is the Red Keepers by Adam Wilbur and Obin Jones, and the, of course, DMC Elites, the V4s in green, which are just amazing, which I haven't had the chance to review, but I will be soon. I know a lot of you guys have been asking. Actually, I'm going to be also doing my top 5 favorite marked deck video also very soon. But this is one of those decks now that's added to it. So this is in my top 3 of favorite marked decks, especially me being somebody who prefers that reader back style. And like I said, I will be going over the difference between a regular marked deck as well as a reader back when I do my favorite marked deck video. So that's it. That's all I can say about this deck. It is amazing, hands down. Destino, you did it again, my friend. What an amazing deck. So I do want to thank the great team over at Murphy's Magic for allowing me to have this deck so I could do the review for you. And if you enjoyed this review as much as I enjoyed doing it, you make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you beautiful people on the next one.